I think I was the first out. There was one in my family before me that had gotten a college degree. I have a master's degree. I was the first in the whole lineage to get a master's degree. I don't use it. I learned a massive amount of skills from it. I was a teacher for 13 years, but so there's a lot of conversation about this. But what I love about it was, is for you. It sounds to me like you did it for you. Especially, my dad has dyslexia really bad. He's very dyslexic.
Oh
He
yeah.
talks a lot about that and the struggles. But I want to go back to the trigger points.
Mhm.
When you were reading off, or not reading, just reciting your trigger points, I'm like, yeah, check, check,
Oh
check,
yeah.
check. But the thing is working with men, talking to a lot of men, I'm realizing we all have really similar trigger points.
Yeah.
And what are the responses? It's usually escape, anger,
Yep.
numbing, and
Yep.
my friend Kurt Storing talks a lot about this. He talks about creating space, and I think
Yeah.
you kind of nailed it on the head. Something happens, I need to create this space where I reflect and understand. Okay, why am I responding this way, and what's the most appropriate way to respond? So, really glad you talked about that. I mean, I still work with this today, every
Yeah.
day that something happens. What is
Same.
your coping? What are the skills that you use in that situation?
Depends on how escalated the crisis is going to get, and I had to create something like, if it's, that initial thing where I feel a little buzzed, yeah, and it's almost like I get a tingling sensation or a flash of something. It's like, okay, I don't need to react,
Mm.
and so that's like, I'll take a deep breath. So I use breathing, a lot of like Navy SEAL breathing, 4 count breathing, box breathing, I think
Box
is what
breathing.
they call it.
Yep.
Yep. So I'll do that. If it goes further than that, and that, there's another statement, or I don't maintain myself and I respond, then I'll take a step back because I don't want to go towards the situation, because if I'm going towards it, then that means I'm getting aggressive. And so I'll take a step back. Another thing that I learned from dialect behavioral therapy is, different mnemonics that I can recite. And then ultimately, if it's really getting bad, it's like, okay, Joe, is this really a situation you want to be in? Because you know where it's going to go, and you know how these type of situations respond. I need to take a timeout, and so I'll tell myself timeout, and I'll just leave the room. I'll leave the. I'm and I don't just leave, slam the door or anything like that. It's like, okay, I need to take a timeout right now. I need to regather myself because I want to handle this situation in a healthy way. And I make sure to always state that that's my goal, is I want this handled in a healthy way. And so I will tell that to whoever I'm talking to, and then I will go in my office. I'll put on some music. I love Andre Bolicelli, so I put on like something very beautiful, something calming, and really try to just breathe it out. If it goes past that, then I'll grab an ice cube, and that cold, put cold water on your face, ice cubes in your hands, those type of things. That will actually cause you'll have a physical reaction, which will cause your body to respond, which will take all that cortisol and all that adrenaline and kind of cause it to dissipate a little bit. And then I'll take a timeout after that.